12 foods at Walmart that you might want to stock up on by the weekend. Hello everybody, this is Deb from Just Do Something Homestead, and today we're going to stock up on food. Now, I've done plenty of videos on stocking up on the basics such as flour and pasta, but this time it's a little different. These are foods that everybody should have on their shelf before they become too expensive to have. But not only that, many of these items can stand alone. They are not dependent on other foods. You simply open up the can and you can eat. We all know that food is about to jump in price, especially imports. So let's start where it all begins. Let's go to Walmart. How are these tariffs going to affect the food that you buy every day? Here are some items you might want to start stocking up on. Number 1, freeze-dried meals. Not only can you find these in the camping section, you can also go onto walmart.com and find a wider selection. Freeze-dried meals from the camping section. Boy, have they gone up in price. $9.68. They are 2 servings. 2 advantages of these. First off, they have a very long expiration. This one right here goes until 2054. But it's also a full meal, so 2 people can have something other than just opening a can of corn. But the downside is you need to add 1 2/3 cup of boiling water. So first off, you need to have water, and you also need a way to heat it up. Camping section also had some breakfast skillets. They cost a little more at $13.48. There are 2 servings, and these are good until 2030. And honestly, I did not buy the breakfast one. They can be very expensive, and I think $13 for some eggs is just too much. Number 2 is olive oil. As you can expect, olive oil is not from the United States. All of this is shipped in. And depending where it's grown, the prices are definitely going to go up, and they could go up significantly. And of course, the one size that I want doesn't have a price tag. Number 3 is canned vegetables. We raise a ton of our vegetables, but every once in a while, we have a busy night just like everybody else, and it's so much easier to open a can. And although we choose to eat organic, there are plenty of non-organic and less expensive ones at Walmart today. One thing I would definitely start stocking up on is canned vegetables. These are dated until the end of December 2027, but you easily can store them for 5 years. Number 4, instant coffee. And believe it or not, this is the first time ever in my life that I have bought instant coffee. I love coffee, but coffee does not store as long as instant coffee. Yes, I can store the whole beans, but eventually you're going to run out. So we're going to try some instant coffee. Stores for years, and this size container is $5.47. Number 5 is rice. 5 pounds of long grain rice, $3.34. Don't have a lot to spend? You can still buy 1 pound of rice for less than $1. Number 6, 15 bean soup. One thing I just recently started purchasing is the 15 bean soup, but not for the reason that you're thinking. Just $2.82. I have 15 varieties of beans that I can plant in my garden. It is over 1 pound. You heard me right. Last year, what I did, I bought this soup. I divided them by the type of seed, the best that I could, and I planted them. And you know what? If you plant this 1 package of bean seeds, you will have more beans than you will ever be able to eat in a year. And the other thing, dried beans store for at least a decade. And yes, every single seed came up. Number 7, canned meats. To be honest, I was pretty shocked to find the variety of meats that you can get in the canned section. And if you're one of those people that say, there is no way I will eat Spam, let's see how hungry you are. Canned meats are an excellent source of protein, and I know from experience that if I'm lacking protein, I am so tired. They give you energy. Do you know you can get canned beef at Walmart? There are two varieties. One is $10.98, the other is $9.98, and both of these will last for years. In fact, this one is dated until 2030 by Keystone. One thing to add, this is fully cooked. It is only beef and salt. There are no preservatives, all natural, no water added, and it is fully cooked and ready to use. This is definitely one of the things I stock up on. But if you're looking for organic shredded beef, you're going to pay for it. It is $4.58. And in contrast, this is only good until November of this year. This one really has me wondering. First off, the ingredients look pretty good. It's just pork and sugar, tomato paste, but it continues. And if you turn the can more, oh look, there's the corn syrup. And the other items you can't say. But here's the real question. Why has the date been removed? Like everything else, be careful what you buy. Number 8, olives. Whether we're talking black olives or the green ones, they are going up in price. These olives that I picked up are actually grown in California, but California has been facing some extreme weather. So even if it's USA grown, you're going to see rising prices. If you're someone that loves olives, I would start stocking up on these as of yesterday. Number 9, honey. Did you know that you could actually store honey for over 100 years? It's true. This is one product that I can say I would recommend only buying organic honey. And in fact, I would only get it in a glass jar that is sealed. This one is $12.47. Number 10, dried milk. This is not the dried milk that your grandma used to stir into her coffee. And this one is 2 pounds and 7 ounces for $12.44. Dried milk has come a long way to improve its taste. Once you vacuum seal this, it'll last for years. And not only does it store for a long time, but it's also easy to use. You just stir in water. If that is something you're not interested in, there is always evaporated milk. The downside of that is it just doesn't store as long. Number 11, chocolate. One item expected to go way up in cost is chocolate, but at these prices, I'm not going to be stocking up on them. Bags of chocolate are now $15. This little 1.24 ounce candy bar was almost $2. My trick for saving money on candy? Buy it after Easter when it's half off. Then vacuum seal it. I wish I could say I don't break into it, but it does last a little bit longer. And number 12 is popcorn. And of course, I always stock up on organic popcorn right from my local Walmart. It is $3.13. I can pop it as a quick snack, but I also can grind it and use it as a cornmeal. But today, I'm going to show you how quick it is to vacuum seal it. First, you fill a jar. Now, this one was washed and dried and sat overnight. I like to fill it to that bottom line on the jar. Once my jar is filled, I'm going to shake it around so it settles down into the jar. What this does is remove the air. As you can see, it is level to that bottom ridge on my jar. I wipe the rim with a clean hand, and yes, my hand is definitely clean, and put on a lid. This lid can be new or used. Add the attachment. Then plug in the port. This is my Food Saver FM 5200. Turn on the power and hit accessory. It will shut off when sealed. Next, we remove the port and the jar sealer lid. You can tell that your jar is sealed if there's a slight indent in the center of the lid, and if you pull on it with your fingertips, this lid does not come off. You know you have vacuum sealed your jar. Then put a ring on it and store it in a cool, dry location. My popcorn stores for at least a decade. And if this Food Saver is a little too powerful or expensive, they also have a small handheld one. This one was only about $30 and does the job just as well. If you enjoyed this video on what to stock up by the weekend, then please like, subscribe, and share. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye-bye.